They called me.
Talk to me, talk to me.
I'm back.
Talk to me, talk to me.
I'm gonna have my own show.
Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me.
Like as a whole, we need to find a way to get the community more involved in the music. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like as the music artist, we need to find a way to tell a better Mount Vernon story. And I don't care if you want to drill, if you want to trap, you want to just make it resonate to the people of the city. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the people that's going to push you out of here. And then I would say like we need to find ways to make it to where, like I said, like if it is a unity thing, like stand on it. Please stand on it.
Right.
Like you say, stand on it forever. Because when you do something and it falls apart, it makes everybody look like not solid individuals. The whole group looks bad when it all falls. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
as a whole, it makes everybody look fake and fraudulent. And like I said, there's a real like lack of like that solid individual that people could get behind and know like, nah, if I follow this person's music, he's not leading me the wrong way.
Well, real quick, shout out to Juggernaut Entertainment. That's DJ Elias. R. Kelly
Guy Sean Brown.
said it's hard to unify with artists who don't have their business together. Shout out to DJ Chief Neef. I see you out there. Top 5.
Yeah, what I'm doing is just my own little thing. Now, I was just kind of explaining.
Yeah.
You can keep shouting out like what
So,
I'm doing, Sean, like my guy Sean.
We here. Royal True
Doing like
Radio,
my own little thing now. I'm
WLTW,
starting my own little talk radio
Cool
shit,
TV
the
in the
retro
building.
hour.
New shows
That's
is
what
here.
we're doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to start it over. Like, you know, I'm trying to start my own, like, Colin Coward, Jim Rome, all these types of situations, just talking the real shit that I always talk to niggas. Y'all know I always had some real shit to say to y'all in person, or some real advice, or like some type of real feeling that when I spoke, it kind of felt real. So I'm here to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now, like on a level that I'm really gonna do this now. This won't be the last time. This is take one. I got my guy DJ Mike G, my guy Kubi. They've been around the block a few times, so they kind of ushering me into this. I don't want to come into this doing this dolo, you know what I'm saying, or acting like I know what I'm doing, like, you know what I'm saying? They kind of ushering me into this so I can get to the point where I'm on every day, or at least, you know, 3 to 4 times a week.
At me.
With a serious conversation for people and serious discussion that we could get into, like, you know what I'm saying? So for right now, I was kind of like, you know, keeping it within my own city and in the own culture of what's going on right now in Mount Vernon. Because, like I said, like, you know, I put some posts up on Facebook, and Mike, you know, he kind of read them and, like, you know, hit me up like, yo, what's going on with you? Like, bro, like, you okay? Everything good? So, like, things like that of that nature. Yeah. So my joint just dropped, but it's all good.
Well, you got here. You still
So,
on stage.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is right now. Now,
Well, let's get to that. Let's get back, because I got to go backwards real quick.
okay.
I know this is your shit, so, you know, I'm
Good,
just here.
like I said, I need y'all to usher me into this. Like, as I get more familiar, like, with, you know, like, just picking subjects and actually just running the floor and just talking and, like, you know, making it to where I can actually just talk and it, like, kind of be no responses, but I can keep the conversation going and keep the viewers going.
Neve, we need you here, Neve.
So,
I need you here on Sundays,
you know
Neve.
what I'm
We're
saying?
going to talk
Like,
about that.
so
So
figure
let's
that
talk
out.
about that, because
Okay.
I made a comment on the post.
Yeah.
What was the post?
The post was basically talking about, like he was saying, as far as artists in the city, the fake love, we not having an identity, everything that he spoke about.
Okay.
My question, my response was, I'm sick of dealing with talking to dudes who have music. And there's a lot of good music out here. There's a lot of trash, but there's a lot of good music. And it's funny because this relationship is decades. This is family. So it's a different relationship than the next person. The next person won't get a conversation that I have with him. Yo, you know what?
Right.
I don't like this. You know what? This is blah, blah, blah. So it's weird. So now he'll send me something like, yeah, I know what you like. So he knows how to reel me in, and then he'll throw me something else that he may think I may not like.
Right.
Not realizing that I like good music, period. But the business aspect of it, as Akil said, how do you deal with an artist who don't have their business together? Because when I come to dudes, I say and I'm gonna keep it real what we doing at Roger Radio right now. Send $270 or $290, whatever. I think it's $270, right? And if I know you, I get an email blast, 250 plus emails that I send it out to. You understand? I got the connection to do internet radio across the board. I got the connection to terrestrial as well. The question is, do you want to spend the money? But when you spend that spoiled bread with me, you get every show here. You get the push. You know what I'm saying? Mel Gates right now is our artist of the month. He's getting free promo from the station. But guess what? This is a dude who spent money with the station in the past. This is a dude who, if I called, he was coming today, because I wanted him to have this conversation because you two are in the same lane as far as mindsets and thinking about, yo, why this, why that, and so forth, so on. You're saying the same thing. You just in my left ear, he's in my right ear. Okay? These dudes don't have a plan. So my response on the post was, what is your plan? What is the plan? Don't tell me I'm going to the studio and I'm recording, because guess what? I did that already. At 16, I recorded. But you know what the plan was? Get them mixtapes out there. Mixed albums, I call them, because we was taking other people's beats and making albums. Mixed albums. Get them out to as many people as we can. We got some radio play in Kansas City. We also was doing shows in Kansas City. But here's the catch. We was doing our own shows. So any income we put out, guess where it came back to? Us. These niggas is ignorant to the sense that this is business. At the end of the day, God, the Skype is blowing up. At the end of the day, hold on, we're gonna answer the Skype. At the end of the day, Raw Truth Radio, you live on air. The Retro Hour. Let's go.
Who that?
Peace. Okay, we hear you.
What's good, bro?
Not much, man. I just wanted to piggyback on the question.
Yeah, you. Yeah, just go ahead. We can hear you.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback on what Russ was saying. You know, Russ, he on point with most of the stuff that they've been around. And I want to understand what he's saying is that, you know, people don't really know how to really survive. You know, a lot of these artists on earth do it. They don't perform nowhere. You know, they're not traveling, they're not working.
But this is what I'm just saying. I'm one of the few artists who was actually able to perform it, but I have perform at children's. You know what I mean? Most artists get into those types of dynamics. You have to kind of go to the community. You have to make a certain type of music. So I think the problem is with a lot of the artists in the city is the type of music they do. You know what I'm saying? Like their content and their substance. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have substance in their music. So like listen to Keith, he's like on point because like he knows what's going on and he's like he doesn't get a chance to speak about this stuff that much. So it's like dope to probably alive that what's going on. I mean, We got you. Well, listen. Akil, listen to the show because we're gonna answer all those questions.
Facts, bro. Yeah, I mean, I mean, we sit up and go back and forth and talk all day. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, at this point, it's like, I get what you and Mike is saying, but it's just like, at some point, well, then, how do we come together and figure out how to become the niggas that teach niggas business plans then? Because if that's what it is, then that's holding the city back as a business plan for artists, well, then somebody got to be willing to give niggas one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, I couldn't give niggas a business plan. I can only tell niggas what I think is, like, smart. Like, you know, like smart work. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I think could be better value spent, like, you know, with your time and energy and what you could do with your money to be smart ideas. But I can't give niggas a business plan. Like, I don't really know numbers and things like that to really tell niggas a business plan on how to get themselves. You see how Mike was just breaking down, you know, the number of what he would do for people in a certain email blast. So, okay, yeah.
And that's what a lot of people understand, that they're a brand. And what I do is I put this stuff into my brand, mentoring, coaching kids, motivational speaking. The music is lasting, and everything else is what makes people support this music. Got the business one strategy.
Yeah, but like I said, like. Yeah, but you can't really kind of hold it to everybody. Like, yeah, but you done walk. Like I said, bro. Like I said, like what it all boils down to, like, and we kind of falling into it too. And like I said, I want to get the topic off of like, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what to do, bro. We don't walk these blocks of life, bro. We two college educated men. Like, you know what I'm saying? And so we understand that we need a business plan and we need a game plan and we know how to go about obtaining that and those types of things. So that's what I'm saying. I'm talking about for everybody that's stuck back here. It's like, because everybody can't follow the same business plan. Your business plan is flawless because of what you're carrying yourself to be as an individual. So it's only right that you perform at Children's Village. You know, I wouldn't expect to see you performing in a strip club. You get what I'm saying? And you know that. So, and you already understand that about yourself. Like I said, these dudes, they don't even understand what they could do with the music. You get what I'm saying? Like, they understand that they could record it and they could make it. But they don't understand what they could make it look like and what they can do with it. And that's the point that I think that, you know, like we be trying to help niggas with or whatever the case may be, and it gets frustrated because niggas don't really understand what we be saying to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, that's what I'm saying. Like, at this point, it's like, how do we come up with something that could give somebody, like, you know, a business plan? And then, like, you know, there's still, like, you know, like you said, all egos aside, niggas got to put those egos aside. And they got to be willing to accept a voice outside of their normality and their camp in order to make shit happen. Because what I don't be understanding is people thrive so hard to be in the industry. And then it's like, you act like you can't take no advice from nobody. What the fuck you think you going to do as soon as you get signed? None of your ideas is going to be yours anymore. None of your plans. You're going to have to take advice from somebody that has nothing to do with your camp anymore. Who knows nothing about you, absolutely. They just know about music. So,
and money.
Exactly. So, why can't niggas take that advice on this level now? When it's just a nigga outside of the hood that just loves music. You get what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, like, bro, I promise you not, like, I'm not even trying to act like no crazy music head. But I'm telling you, I got tapes of Rhapsody for years. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, when it, like, for years, like, just taped Rhapsody, like, from 3 to 5 o'clock, BET was taped in my house for years. like tape. Like that whole little 2-hour segment was on record, like for years from when I was like a pup. Like you get what I'm saying? So it's like, and I'm not just saying that like yo, I know music, I know music. Like I just really feel like things happen a certain way, and I just feel like Mount Vernon right now is like it's not a place that's portraying itself in its music. And that's why there's no music artists from it. Because we're not talking about nothing realistically like that people from the community could get behind. Like, so with all that, like I said, like maybe, you know, this discussion that, you know, we just all just had, like, you know, if it finds its way through the channels and through like everything and people really sit up and listen to the seriousness and understand like kind of understand what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as an artist, like, as music artists, like, we all got to check ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Are we checking off the boxes that really puts music artists on the map? Are you checking off those boxes? Like, you know what I'm saying? The shit that really puts music artists on the map. Not being able to record, not being able to sing a melody, not being able to, like, rap and have bars. Are you checking off the things that put music artists on the map? Meaning, like, are you telling a relevant story to your neighborhood, to the world that would bring the world into your neighborhood? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Are you doing that? Are you bringing the world into your neighborhood, or are you just projecting everybody else's neighborhood onto the world, showing that you got talent? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
ask that question again.
Like, so I would say that, like you said, like, are you bringing the world into your neighborhood, or are you just projecting everybody else's neighborhood
what made
onto, like, you know what I'm saying, onto yours,
Yeah.
and showing yours that you have talent, like, because everybody in the city knows who can rap and who can't.
Well, but that's what made Heavy D, Pete Rock and CL Smooth, Albie Shore, Jeff Surratt so great. They brought you into Mount Vernon. Okay? YGs. As wild as they was, they were in Mount Vernon. They brought you here. Have brought you here. Pete and CL brought you here. Remember, Fab Five Freddy was where? Walking down, what's the block Pete live on down there? In the hood here.
I mean, I can't.
So
At the end of the day, now, I don't know those stories, but what I can say from what I heard was that these niggas was having concerts, though, like in backyards and shit. Back in they come up days. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about to get out of the city. You get what I'm saying? I'm hearing about things like this, like these natures.
But let's get back to what you initially said.
Yeah.
One of the things, how can you think you're successful if your city is not behind you? This is the work you got to do in your city. DJ Maddow, where was he DJing at when he was fat? Mount Vernon. Now where's he DJing at? Everywhere. DJ Cranberry, where was he DJing at? Here. Now he's everywhere. Shout out to DJ Cranberry. You know what I'm saying? He called me from Vancouver. I sent him a barber. You know what I'm saying? So these are dudes that they had to get it here. And that's the point I keep on saying to everybody. I remember when they had the battle. Real quick, and I think the kid Bugzo from Mount Vernon Ave was battling, but they had got into a real nasty argument, and I couldn't understand like why the argument went so left. One dude was saying somebody snitched, but that's what regardless. But what I'm saying is this: excuse me, you got the north, and when I grew up, it was north and the south side of Mount Vernon. Now you got
Little Germ, what up, baby?
Mount Vernon Ave, you got the Heights, you got the Hill. The Hill had always been the Hill. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So we always had the factions inside of each side of town. Yeah. But I'm gonna tell you something. Kid Dust. You know what I'm saying? Who you think that was? Okay, do your research. DJ right here in Mount Vernon. When you find out where you're gonna be like, get the fuck. You're gonna call him back like, wow.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
At the same,
but wait, listen. So the work they did, what I'm saying is the work that was done was in Mount Vernon first, like you keep on saying. So that should be anyone. If you want to be anybody anywhere in this town, you got to be that dude in this town. Church was dope. That deal was dope to niggas outside of my run, but they was dope to niggas in my run. I'll never forget, I'm sitting in Harlem, and that deal song come on from a DJ. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, I'm saying, okay. And Harlem, to me, was the birth of the Lightfoot.
Now, this is what I'm going to say. At the same time, in a retro aspect, I'm not saying you can't do those things, but in a in an aspect, in the retrospect of things, how are these people viewed? Like we know as people, like you can't see. People fail to realize you think because you going and you doing what you doing, just because you from a community, they got to get down with it. And this is what I'm telling you. If you're not portraying what your city is to be or see, they're not going to get down with you.
And this is what
you get what I'm saying?
I'm with you. But
niggas is down with Nipsey because everybody out there is fucking Crip. Simple. You get what I'm saying? Like, niggas is down with these niggas because that's what they're doing. Niggas, not everybody from Mount Vernon is a light feet person. You get what I'm saying?
I
that was a select group of motherfuckers that decided to take base off the Harlem.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
And that's what I'm telling you, bro.
But what I'm saying,
that's not something the city's gonna get behind. If you're not telling the city what
they did.
Yeah. I didn't say that, but you just said they was known more outside of the city than niggas in the city.
I'm sorry if I wasn't clear. What I was saying was they established themselves in the city first, like you just said. I'm agreeing with what you're saying. I'm proving your point. If you're not established in these four squares,
that's what I thought. I thought all of them was established in the city first. I didn't.
No.
I thought you said they was known more in Harlem.
No,
than what niggas know them for.
No. What I'm saying is they was known here, and then when I was in Harlem and a couple other places, I'm hearing their music, and I'm like, yo, they got followers.
Yeah,
but they did their work here first, and then that, like you said, if you can't do it here, it's not gonna be done nowhere else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm piggybacking on what you're saying.
Yeah.
Everything you're saying is correct. Now, when me and you had this conversation, I said, well, that's not true.
About what?
Being done here. Because in my case, did you know I DJ when I coached?
Nah.
Did you know I was on the radio when I was coaching?
Nah.
Exactly. Did you know I had the number? Wait, let me finish. Did you know I had the number one college radio show in the Northeast?
Nah.
Nothing. You want to know why? Because it was two different, you know what I'm saying? This is family. And I wasn't intertwining those two lives. You know, when I would leave and go to school, I was the hater of DJ Mike G. Notorious. They talked about me in orientation. It was nasty. They'd tell you, don't get caught up. So, what I'm saying, it happens that way. Shout out to DJ G's, LI in the building, KJ31, what it is. Yeah, it works like that for a dude, for 99.9%, but there's a lot of that time where it doesn't. Because
what I would say, like, when it boils down to it, I get it because everybody is in the spectrum of hip hop and music, but it's just like what I'm saying, like, it's like kind of pertains just like for a rapper. It's just certain shit that a rapper has to do. Like, you know, it's just certain shit that a rapper has to be.
Correct.
I'm not talking about a DJ.
No, but
producer. Niggas can bubble from their city being DJs and all. It's certain shit that your voice has to tell the people that makes them want to follow you, bro. And that's what I'm talking about.
What you're saying is totally correct. But this is what I was saying with Heaven now. Heaven, Pete, and CL, they all brought the microscope to here. Hev rapped about niggas from here. Lil D, my cousin, is on stage cracking jokes. Joe Black, you know, these are dudes that we walk around and see, you know what I'm saying? To this day. Like, so, it's the same thing like anywhere else. If your home don't have your back, and I remember, you know, Cartel says it too, if your home don't have your back, you don't have nothing. But the point I like to make with that is this. Everybody in your hometown ain't gonna have your back. But guess how this works out? if you have your team and you putting on events, you just said it. They was in the backyards doing shit. You know people from all over town, don't you?
Yeah.
Why can't you be in backyards doing shit all over town? Not saying you in general. I'm just saying in general, they artists, and that's the point I was trying to make with the North, because the dude was from my brand. He's like, I'm bad. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? If I'm battling you, let me tell you how I used to go. And this is when I was yay big. Shout out to the Mob MCs, Lamar Seven, my cousin, Love, always. Lefty, you know what I'm saying? They would, if there was a battle coming, there was two parties, and then they battled. The party on the south side, the party on the north side, where if you was from the south side, you performed over there, and you was on the north, you performed over here. And then there was a battle. These dudes in Mount Vernon don't have enough wits in them to do shit like that. And the funny thing is, we're only 4 square miles. So a motherfucker will tell you, oh, I can't go to the north side, but he be fucking that bitch on the north side. You understand? So what I meant and what I'm saying and what I'm gonna say again, niggas will do more for pussy than they would do for their own careers. And that needs to switch.
I mean, realistically, like you.
That's realistic.
I mean, yeah, you can say
that pussy ain't gonna pay you unless you pimping that.
Nah,
bitch.
definitely, but I mean, like I don't know. Like I said,
Marathon Ron, DJ Reg on the check, and I see.
I said, I think it's a large faction.
We OT.
Okay.
Make your final point, brother.
Okay. Like I said, like this is just the first of many. We here, first time. We're gonna dub this the retro hour.
Yes.
I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna try and get it up to 3, maybe 4 times a week. But I'm gonna come in for an hour, and we gonna jump on some topics, and we gonna discuss it. I'm gonna be pretty biased in the things that I say.
Yaga, Brooklyn on check-in.
Okay. I'm gonna be pretty biased in the things that I say. I didn't want a panel. I didn't really want a bunch of people around me when I did this show, because I really wanted to be biased in the things that I was gonna say, in my opinion. But just the things I want to say. My opinions, but more or less what I see in myself as being morally right, morally respectable, and morally solid.
3 minutes.
Way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna usher myself in with Mike G, Kubi. These guys is gonna help me out at the beginning. We're gonna talk about some things. Next time we step up here, we're gonna get right to it. Like we already talked about it. I would call it Nipsey assassination. I don't have no conspiracy theory. I'm not trying to say the main government and all that. But I will say this.
Oh, God.
LAPD is killing black people, and people can't see it. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like,
But
if every individual that was around Nipsey Hussle at the time had something to do with law enforcement, even the man that got shot was a parolee in a halfway house. All these people are accessible to police. The guy that shot him was supposed to be a snitch or whatever, coming home. This guy that was supposed to be getting clothes was in a halfway house. Everybody is accessible to the law. So that would tell me that LAPD killed that man. But I'm going to leave it there. We're going to talk about that next time.
We definitely going to talk about that next time. Cool. Do me a favor. Tell them where they can find you on the ground.
Where I'm at on the gram, you can find me, Ruck Retro, Ruck RVCK _retro. Like the word, I'm on Facebook, Ruck Retro. Those really like the only 2 places that I'm at. Like, you know what I'm saying? But really just tune in with me and let's jump on this ride together, because the conversations is about to get real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a mind of its own, and I'm ready to finally talk to the public. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody from Mount Vernon. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Shout out to all the artists. And I would just say that from now on, just do things real genuine, do things real solid, and stand on your shit. Stand on your word.
If
Like,
you want to
know
see this show full blast, go to Kubi TV, COOBIE TV, YouTube page. It will be uploaded tonight. You'll be able to see him live.
Thank you.
And it'll be also on Raw Truth Radio.
And it'll be also on
Thank you.
rawtruthradio.com.
Thank you. Like, we gonna take it out. Like I said, shout out to the earning. You know what I'm saying? Still earning. We out here. Retro, Ruck, man. Holla at me, man. And I got an album coming out in May.